Grief Talk with Vonne Solis, The Clips.
I'm just wondering how you think of culture and society playing into your overall experience of everything you just talked about so far, coming out, losing your mom.
I mean, I've lived through some very interesting times, right?
Yeah.
Societally, politically. I was born in the 60s, 1965. So when my mom died, it was at the very beginning of what came to be known as the AIDS epidemic in the early 80s.
Yeah.
And so when I came out, at that point, I had left the East Coast and I was living in California, and I was close to San Francisco. I was going to UC Santa Cruz. And the quilt, created by Cleve Jones and contributed to by lots of people all over the country who had lost loved ones to AIDS, was traveling through Santa Cruz. And I volunteered to be a docent, and I did that, and I met people, and then I eventually got involved in activism, and I was involved in ACT UP for a while, and I got to meet Cleve Jones. I got to meet Gilbert Baker, who created the rainbow flag. And I at the same time as all of this kind of excitement and energy was happening, it was a lot about death. There was a lot of death and dying and loss. And the gay community, especially gay men, were really reckoning with, how do we manage loss at this catastrophic level? We're losing partners, friends, and many of these men were in their 20s, 30s, 40s, quite young, like my mother had been. So there was a part of me, honestly, that felt quite comfortable in that environment because I was a person who understood grieving at a very personal level.